That you
Yeah,
was
so
flip
you picked
flopping,
the
right?
argue, you indirectly picked the argue with me.
So
You couldn't just address Naomi and Jay
still
Prince
won't
or
let me. You
Naomi.
still won't let me. You still won't let me say
Well,
nothing,
you
right?
you
If you
can't ask
tell,
me a question
is it a
and then try to
contradiction?
speed up my answer.
So I won't even ask you because you have to
Well,
keep
yeah, don't
interrupting
ask
me.
me a question if you don't
Right,
let me answer.
Well, brother,
right.
you
No,
keep
well,
on
well,
interrupting, being
actually, you
disrespectful.
interrupt and then you run away. You
I
don't want to have a
interrupted you.
conversation. Okay, so Darwin, if you tell men most women don't want y'all, and then you're coaching men to get women to change their minds, is that a direct contradiction?
And in that same type of mindset of employer and employee, this is why I tell women, we choose whom we align to. That also includes who gets our submission. Submission is a gift from a woman to a man. Women choose whom we align to. I tell women consistently, why would you align to a man who is disrespectful, does not value you, and whom does not find any value in you? Do not do that. But what I see majority of the time is that women tend to try to align to a man so that he can align to them. I don't believe in that in any way, shape, or form. There are other women that believe other things, but it just is what it is. The fact of the matter is, though, in that same business type of mindset, a woman has to apply for a position. And if she doesn't apply, then he's not going to have access to her. That's all I'm going to say. Also, that's exactly why. So everything that he said just now about me and my character consistently, this is why he got my masculine energy. This is
I
why
think that you're not used to men standing on
this is why my femininity, this is why I tell women your femininity is not safe with anybody, just anyone. Do not gift your submission to just anyone. Do not gift your softness to just anyone. Do not gift your femininity to just anyone, because not everyone is worthy of that experience.
But here's the
Jay
sad
Prince,
thing
Jay,
about this.
Jay
When a
Prince is
woman,
not
go
Jay
ahead,
Prince is
Tupac,
not
my
an
bad.
example, in my opinion, of a balanced man who knows how to operate with opposition. That's no disrespect to him, so I'm gonna say that to you since you're on here. He's speaking his truth, which I respect. But there is a difference between a man and someone who's developing into manhood. And I think that a lot of women do not actually interact with men. I can tell because they assume that we respond like that. Men don't typically respond like that. They typically know how to dismantle or have a conversation. We're not going to sit here and demean you. We're not going to poke at you. It's not necessary. But what unfortunately happens is that I consider myself a man. I consider a man and a few others. We get lumped in to males that don't have nowhere near the mental fiber to even have conversations with women, even through discourse. And that's all I'll say.
So that would be
Well,
their fault.
true. Real quick,
That's
there.
a shot.
True. You
If
do
I
realize all of this energy she giving me, she might be getting turned on about me. To be honest with you,
so stop it.
it always start off like this.
Okay, I can tell you right now, no. But you know what, True? I will 100% agree with you. Majority of men of your caliber are not common in society in 2025. I will give you that. I will give you that. You are 100% correct.
She just contradicted what you just said. You didn't say that. You said most men aren't going to come like Jay Prince. She just said most men are like Jay Prince, and you agreed with her. You realize you didn't say that, what she just said. This is what I mean. She just said she agreed.
Literally just
This is
said.
what I'm.
He
You
said
said most
that
men are.
most men. He just now said most men will be able to have that conversation.
And you said they wouldn't.
So I said they wouldn't interact.
No, you do. Now you're doing the same thing Bruiser was doing. You said most men would like Jay Prince. They don't know how to talk to women. That's what you just said. And true.
Now,
This
okay,
no,
so
hold on real quick.
let me
Hold on.
clarify then.
Let me talk to him real quick. Let me talk to him real quick.
Let me
y'all let
clarify
Bruiser
real
get
quick.
away. So now I gotta go at True.
Now
But
let me have this conversation. Let me clarify.
I'm right here.
No, Naomi, you already said Naomi. I'm not gonna. You said you're submissive, right?
True.
I'm right here
What
waiting.
you're
I ain't
saying,
going nowhere.
you are correct. Most men will be able to have that conversation. Although currently, majority of society are males.
Ali, you went out. He'll be right back.
I don't know how we got here, but
Well,
Yeah.
true. I think that I understand what you was trying to say. Um, I think that it's different types of men. I don't think there's a standard of guidelines of what's meant. We are different. We all have our own beliefs that neither one of us share the same like characteristics. We might have some similarities, but we not all the same. So we can't say this group of men operates like this when he's approaching this manner. Right. I wish we won't set these bars, these imaginary bars that's not real,
Hey,
because it prevents us men from expressing how we feel. We always get told, especially black men, don't nobody care to listen. We can listen. A white man can express himself in crying. A white woman can express herself who out the bam. A black woman can express herself being loud and aggressive, and everybody get to accept it. No matter we talking professionally, angrily, or whatever the case, if we're expressing something that goes against the women, black women, the white woman, the white man, we always consider to be a problematic. We always consider to be angry black man. We always consider to be sassy. So there's no other option for us to express ourselves. Me personally, I'm trying to dismantle that and just gonna say I don't care how they view me. If I get slighted, I'm going to express myself
I don't
based on
care.
the energy that was given to me.
No, and I respect that, Jay Prince. Again, that's what I'm saying. With respect, I'm not the. You're absolutely right. You should be able to express yourself how you deem worthy. But I'm using a qualifier because unfortunately, I do not like to be lumped in to men who do not know how to express themselves through discourse with women. And typically, what you see is when men are aggravated, unfortunately, and they look like us, they act like you. I personally don't like that. I think we can do better. I think that we should be able to do better. And so there should, in my opinion, there should be an elevation. Like, say what you say, but it's like, why does it always have to be limited to just the trading of shots and pot shots and oh well you this and you that? It's elementary to me. And again, this is what I be talking about a lot of times. Our
It
community,
feels better.
thank you. Okay, so thank you for admitting that. Our
No,
community
no,
needs
but
to grow up.
you changed
you should have
you
never
changed
admitted
what you
that,
said
dude.
again.
What?
You changed what you said again.
You should have
You
never
changed
admitted
what
that,
you
dude.
said again.
Who changed
You
what they
did. You
said?
just said now men when they get in emotions, they respond aggressively. So do most men respond aggressively when they get emotional, or do most men not respond like Jay Pre? Now you just changed your answer too.
I don't believe I said that at all. I don't believe
Earlier you said most men don't respond to women and communicate like Jay Prince does. Now you
true.
said that most men will respond aggressively if they feel when they get emotional. You just said that.
I'm okay. So thank you for correcting me because I'm using the wrong verbiage. Typically the way Jay Prince is expressing himself, that's what I've seen to be depicted as men, and
So
that's
now
not
so true. So you're saying now most men communicate like Jay Prince does to women. That's what you're saying.
most men don't. Most
You
males do.
just
That's I'm correcting it because you
so
got me.
what
Thank you.
you see, come on, true. That's semantics, right? If someone heard this and you said males, wouldn't they think you're talking about men in general?
Well, that's why I'm trying to go ahead and clarify because I do believe there's a depiction.
I know what you
Okay.
mean, True.
I know
There's a
you do,
depiction.
Darwin. I know you do, Darwin.
What he's saying is he
He don't need you to speak for himself. He a grown man. He was about to
well
finish. He about to clarify.
I'm speaking
You
to
can't
him though.
interrupt. You can't interrupt me and the person I'm talking to.
Well, correct
Yeah,
me if
there's a
I'm wrong, True. Correct me if I'm
go ahead,
wrong.
dog.
What you're trying to say
Man,
is that most men do not lash out or behave whenever they communicate with women the way Jay Prince do. But
Yes.
the narrative that's running across social media and being communicated is that we actually do when that's actually false.
Yes, I think that a lot of times, and a man, male, we get it. I'm saying that, in my opinion, when you classify yourself a man, there's a maturation, there's a behavior that's aligned with that. There is things that are aligned with that behavior, vernacular. And to Jay Prince's point, he said it felt better to communicate that way.
somebody gotta agree with not disagreeing. Like y'all keep changing y'all. And now he said so most men, Bruiser, are they marriageable men now? They can communicate with women?
I think you confused, bro. I think
No, I'm not
I
confused. You
think
keep
True.
changing it. No,
I think what True
you were
originally
not
said,
you did
he
it
was
again.
understood, but you made it like to where
No, he had to clear. He know he
you
admitted. He
made it
said male.
confusing.
No,
I
he
think
said
even
male.
Naomi understood it. That's why she kind of spoke on it. And I came in and I heard him say it again, and I understood it for the third time. It's like you are trying to pick an argument. You're trying to unpick. You're trying to twist his words. He really.
You mean I'm being you on
One thing
shows?
about
Is that what you're saying?
let me get
Ali
this
don't
through
do
this
that on
flower.
shows. Bruiser
One
does
thing
that on
about truth.
shows.
One thing about True Table
You're not
is
gonna say
that's
that
probably
and then
one of
not.
the, I
You're
never
gonna have to
really give the
land.
dude his flowers, but True
You're gonna have
Table,
to land.
you
You're gonna have to
really
land now. You're gonna have to
let
land
me
now.
just
You
land.
gonna no. You're not
You
about to
don't have an
monologue now.
issue. You don't have an
Monologue
issue
every time you talk.
communicating
You're
and
not gonna
articulating your
monologue. You're
point.
not gonna monologue.
I ain't never
You're
heard
not
True.
gonna monologue. You're not gonna
I'm not
monologue every single time you
monologuing.
make
I'm
a
just
statement.
saying
So
true.
okay. So stop real quick
I'm
since
giving
you
you your
said that
flowers
fair.
now.
No. So everybody that's
You
on
probably
everybody
betting 1,000 whenever you pick your time to say something. You make sure you think about it and you don't confuse everybody when you say stuff. That's one guy I can say that don't do that. So
So
I'm
do
not
I do that?
surprised.
So do I do that?
I didn't say. See,
No. Since you want to run interference for him now, do I do that? Am I the type of man that
well,
does that?
he's the matter at
No, I'm
hand. And
asking you
what he's
about me. I'm
saying,
asking you about me. I'm not
you're
asking
trying
you
to make
about
a
him.
case that he's contradicting himself.
Am I a contrarian? Do I purposely pick arguments with the brothers on here? Am I that type of person like that?
Yeah, I think you are. Yeah, you purposely come
Okay,
in
so
here to pick arguments.
give me an example.
You came here to pick an argument with me.
Okay, how did I pick an argument with you?
Well, whenever Jay Prince and Naomi was going back and forth, when you first started, you made it necessary to say that I was flipping my points or something. And
That
then
you
when I
was flip
came back,
that you
yeah,
was
so
flip
you picked
flopping,
the
right?
argue, you indirectly picked the argue with me. You couldn't just address
you
Naomi and Jay
still
Prince
won't
or
let me. You
Naomi.
still won't let me say
Well,
nothing,
you
right?
you
If you
can't ask
tell,
me a question
is it a
and then try to
contradiction?
speed up my answer.
So I won't even ask you because you have to
Well,
keep
yeah, don't
interrupting.
ask me a question if you don't want to let me answer.
Well, brother,
Right.
you
No,
keep
well,
on
well,
interrupting and
actually, you
disrespectful.
interrupt and then you run away. You
I
don't want to have a
interrupted him.
conversation. Okay, so Darwin, if you tell men most women don't want y'all, and then you're coaching men to get women to change their minds, is that a direct contradiction?
I never told men that most women don't want me. So what you're doing is you're asking a leading question to get me to answer. And if
Look, hold on, and you're doing it
okay,
again.
so you
So women want
cannot
most
ask
men.
me a question again. You cannot ask me a
You're
question.
not gonna
And when I
respond to
get
what
ready
you want
to
to respond to.
respond, you try to cut my response short because it's
Do
not
women?
giving you the response you want.
Since you never said that, do women want most of these men?
Do women want most of the men?
Yeah, do they want most men?
Do they want most men? Most women want most
You ain't
men.
got to say it three.
Yes.
Hey, yo, that is in direct contradiction of everything you say on these panels when you say these women don't want these
Most
men, and that's
women
what I
want to
mean.
be.
So I
You're
can't
taking
go
it.
get clips.
You're pigeonholing the question and the context of the question down to a point
How
that
am I
it just don't even
pigeonholing?
make any sense.
So I can't go get clips of you telling men that most of these women don't want you. They want the top percent of men. They don't want majorities of men. That's what you're telling me.
Well, I will say this: if you're asking me, do most women in the market cleave to the top percentile? I
I
can
didn't say
agree to that.
cleave.
Or
Do
do they
most
go
women want
after?
the
Or they desire? Do they want? Yes,
do
I
most
can
women
agree
want
that
the
most women in the market are going to try to go for the best option. I can agree that. I've said that on the record, and I'll say it on today. Are you happy? What's your other
so
question?
you change your answer literally in the
No,
same sentence that you're
I'm
talking
saying it
while
on
you
the record.
monologuing and
Most
interrupting.
women do go for the top guys.
Hey, on the record, did he just change his answer while he's talking? While he said he didn't say that? Can anybody else witness? Can
Here's
I have
what you
anyone
don't.
to
Here's the
witness?
context you don't understand.
So
Even though most women go for the top guys,
why you got a
whenever
monologue?
they fail or don't succeed to get the top pick, they still will go and date around the rest of the climate.
Do they
They
want
still
him?
will do that. They
Do they
still
want
will
him?
do that.
Do
If
they
you
want
look
him?
at the
Hey,
numbers,
dope
you
daddy.
don't have
Hey, dope. Do they
you don't
want
have
him?
to take my word for it. If you look at the rate of
You
marriage,
see
if
what
you
he's
look at
doing,
who
right? He's
people marry,
repackaging.
if you look at the average person who married the average woman and the average man actually get married.
The average woman
When the
don't like
women,
the man that she's with. The
so
average
listen,
woman doesn't like the man that
this
she's
ain't
with.
my opinion. This is based on facts. When the women don't actually get the top percentile of men, she typically goes and date parallel. She dates across when she don't. But it
What's that mean?
happens at a time. It often happens at a
No, what's that
time.
mean? Does she like him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she like him. But
So when a woman has to date outside her type, she likes that guy?
see, you're leading the question. You're
Is
saying
that a
that she
leading
have to date
question? How's that
outside
a
of her
leading
type.
question? If
I'm
most women,
saying she prefer the top.
Does she?
The average guy,
Does,
the average, just because she prefer the top 10% doesn't mean that the 80 percentile isn't her type.
Most
I'm
women,
willing to argue.
hold on.
I'm willing to make the claim
Let's
that.
not speak for.
Hold
Let's
on,
not
let me
speak for
finish.
women.
Because
go
you
ahead.
keep asking
You've
me
been
question after
finishing for an
question, and
hour.
you're not letting me articulate context. Because context is important. Because what you can do is you can twist my words when they're
No,
oversimplified.
you twisting your own
So
words. I
here's
ain't
the
gotta twist
thing.
your words.
So, well, let me finish then.
I will, but you're
So
gonna keep
here's the
twisting your
thing.
words.
I will make the argument that the woman's type can be within the 80 to 70 percentile, but she will go after a guy that's not necessarily her type, that's in the top 10 percentile of earning potential.
What?
That's a fact.
What is that? What did you just say? Yo, y'all know what he just said.
Is anybody on the panel listening? If nobody else was listening to me, it doesn't make any sense. Because if you're not listening to me and nobody else is listening to me,
you just been flip flopping all over, bro.
Because I'm speaking at a level of intellect where you have to actually take your time to listen. But what y'all are doing is y'all are mentally loading up questions.
Does it change? Now, Bruce is doing the same stuff
You're
that
not
I'm
understanding
doing.
what I'm saying. What's that?
I'm asking you loaded questions. Is that what I'm doing?
Yes.
By asking you to be consistent without you
You're
twisting up your own words.
when you frame, anytime you say, hey, okay, if she's not going after the guy that's not her type, when you frame it as not her type, instead of just the average man, you're loading the question. Because now I gotta answer with the ingredients that she's going after a guy that's not her type. And I may not agree that she's actually going after guys that's not her type.
Hey, Naomi.
When you add that qualifier to it, you're loading the question.
I'm gonna ask a woman. Hey, no, Naomi, are most women getting the men they want, or are most women settling?